Hi, the title of this video is What Does Michael Jordan and American Sign Language Have in Common? Hey, I'm super excited to share this one with you. Michael Jordan was really known for a lot of skills, a lot of talents. Two of the ones that are most important. One, practice, an absolutely relentless work ethic. First to practice, last to leave. First to the arena, last to leave. Absolutely important, and important for you as signers. Practice, practice, practice. But second, and what I want to talk about in this video, is his ability to visualize. Whether you want to call it visualization, getting in the zone, or flow, Michael had the absolute gift of seeing himself. He could see himself in the arena. You could smell the arena. You could hear the crowd. He could feel himself banging against opponents. And most importantly, he could see the ball. He could see the perfect release and the basket. The same thing is true if you're an athlete, you're an academic, you're an entertainer, or if you're a signer. Super, super important. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about how you can use those skills that Michael Jordan used to improve your signing game. We're going to talk about three situations. The first one applies to everybody. You've got a deaf customer, a coworker who's deaf, a neighbor. Okay, what can you do to ensure that wonderful, great opportunity when you get a chance to communicate for the first time? Second situation we'll talk about is a typical interpreting situation. K-12, or the story I'm going to talk about, a church setting. All right, and third, and in my mind, absolutely the most difficult is going from sign to voice, ASL to English. What can you do to be absolutely ready to deliver that message faithfully? All right, let's go. Okay, so this first one is you've got a deaf customer, a deaf coworker, a deaf neighbor. All right, and you've been wanting to open up a conversation, to strike up a hello, do something. Here we go. So the first thing we're talking about is practice. Remember that? Practice and visualization. So we're going to do the simple one. Hello, my name is, what's your name? Hey, it's nice to meet you. So the first thing we're going to work on is how to sign those absolutely perfectly. So I'm going to take mine down a ratchet because I tend to talk too fast. Here's the first one. Hello, my name is whatever. Okay? Watch me. See yourself doing this. Practice before you get in the situation. All right, here we go. First one. Hello. Hello. You're going to take your hand like this. Imagine a B. Okay? The thumb's not quite so tight. It's going to come right off this eyebrow, off to the side. Hello. Got that? Practice. Try it yourself. Hello. Okay? Hello. My name is, here we go. Hello, my. This hand, right here, my. A single stroke down to your chest, my. The thumb is up, the forefingers are nice and tight together. Don't spread them out. Don't get sloppy with your signs. Okay, my. Name, both hands, the two fingers are close together. Again, not open, not sloppy, nice and tight. Okay, be articulate when you sign, all right? Enunciate, if you want to have it that way. Name, name. Your non-dominant hand, I'm right-handed, so my non-dominant hand is my left hand. Goes on the bottom. My dominant hand, I'm right-handed, goes on the top. Once, twice. Got it? Hello, my name is, and you're going to finger spell it out. Okay, so practice. Right? Hello, my name is, and then you're going to say Steve, S-T-E-V-E. All right, whatever your name is. Now, work on that. Close your eyes and see yourself. Boom. Do it again and again and again. Do it right up here, and you'll absolutely do it right when you meet them. Now, here's to the next line, okay? What's your name? And we're going to do it in the same way you should do it in ASL. So your name what? Your. Remember how my was this way? Your is up, there, okay? Your, and you see I'm already doing this. My head is slightly cocked to the side. I'm going to furrow my eyebrows because it's going to be a question, okay? When you ask a question, your, right there, a single push, your name, we did name already, just like this, once, twice. Your name, what? Take both hands like this in a 5 position, not totally outstretched, a little softer. What? What? Your name, what? Okay? And then lastly, nice to meet you. Both hands like this. Imagine you're sweeping. Okay? That's how the thumbs and the hands look. Nice to meet. Left hand here, right hand here coming up. These are 2 people meeting. Okay? It's nice to meet you. Right? So the line, nice to meet you, is this sign right here. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right? Those are the 3 sentences. Close your eyes, practice over the next couple of days, so when that situation appears, that customer walks in, you just plug and play. It comes right on and you deliver it the way you saw yourself do it 50 times in your mind because you could visualize like Michael Jordan. All right? Let's do the next situation. Now in this situation, we're going to talk about how important practice is. This is true in K-12, educational interpreting, professional situations where you might have access to the material before you're going to interpret. All right, let me tell you a story. In this situation, I was interpreting in a church service. Now, this was a very large church service. Multiple speakers, multiple signers. And the signers had access to those talks beforehand. Now, in this situation, I was watching one of the other signers. And the speaker used the phrase, let God prevail. You got that? Let God prevail. Now, in my mind, prevail could be signed to succeed, to win, to overcome, all right? But because that signer had done his homework and had the material beforehand and had really gone through trying to understand context and emotion and trying to faithfully get across what the speaker was trying to say, he had chose this sign, let God prevail. I was blown away. This is how you prioritize something. First, second, third, fourth, etc. Okay, this is like in priority order. I'm going to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And what he had done is he had taken God as the priority and put him there. It was a wonderful example to me of somebody who had practiced, knew the material, and most importantly, wanted to do all they could to faithfully communicate the speaker's message. I'll never forget that moment. It has stayed with me, and I've thought about it many, many times in different interpreting situations I've been in. How to use the right sign to communicate the right message. All right? Last setting, and to me the tough one, right? We're going to be talking about going from sign to voice. Okay, so this next one is one of the most challenging things I do as an interpreter. It's also, quite frankly, one of the most rewarding. Here are the situations where you're going from sign to voice, ASL to English. I've got a deaf speaker who's presenting in an educational, professional, entertaining situation. All right? What's my job? How do I get in a flow state? 1, practice. I've had the material beforehand. I've read the material. I've asked the speaker questions. Help me understand. What are you trying to get across? What's your purpose? What's the intent? What is the audience here for? Right? I know the material. I'm practicing. I want to see the setting beforehand, if possible. I know that's challenging, folks. I get that. But if I can, I want to see the setting beforehand. All right, just like Michael, I want to be able to feel it. I want to visualize the lighting, the distance, how the crowd is, where I'm going to be sitting. All right? I want to really feel that. All right, and as I practice the material, I'm looking for what sign selection I should be making. How do I faithfully communicate the intent of the speaker? And I'm practicing a lot, all right? So I really get that down and I can feel that, and quite frankly, I want to feel the pressure of the situation, all right? Because here is flow, for me anyway. The signs come into the eyes and out the mouth, and there's not a lot of brain processing going on. All right, I know that sounds crazy, all right, but if you do any study on flow, you'll see that it's so common. Athletes, entertainers, academics, when you get in a state of flow, it's just smooth, right? It just goes. And I'll be watching that speaker, and I will get carried away in watching that person sign and recalling all of those practice sessions, the right sign, structuring it correctly, the right choice of words, right? So that as I'm getting into it, I will at the end of it hardly even remember what the speaker said, because it flowed right through me. I was able to communicate the words, the intent, and the emotion of that speaker, okay? Whether you call it a visualization, whether you call it the zone, whether you call it flow, let me encourage you, whether you're that first-time signer with a neighbor, a coworker, a friend, whether you're in a situation, K-12, church, academic, all right, or, as I said before, the tough one, going from sign to voice, do all that you can to prep, clear your mind of distractions, get in that state of flow so that you can do the absolute best job possible to bridge that communication gap. All right? Thank you.